What's the deal, y'all? It's your man DJ KNS back again with another beat video. This week, we're actually sampling a song that was released in December of 2023. Crazy, right? This is not my usual 60s, 70s, 80s stuff that I normally like to stick to, but this is a group out of California called the Charities. They have some really dope elements that I said, let me try and see if we can do something with it. So let's go ahead and put it in Serato DJ, let's sample it in the machine, and let's see if we can make some heat. And with that said, let's get it cracking. All right, y'all, so I found this sample by a group called the Charities out of California. This song actually came out in December of 2023. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in Serato DJ, okay, because it's, you know, it's an MP3, and then we'll sample it in the machine, right? So let's go ahead and do that right now. All right, that's one. All right, so now that we have both of those in there, let's go ahead and edit the sample. First things first, let me go ahead and normalize. All right, after I normalize it, what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to pitch this up because I don't want to give YouTube a reason to mess with me. All right, so let's go ahead and edit now. Just get that a little tighter at the beginning. And as you can hear with this sample, it wasn't a great quality file. There's a lot of hiss in there. It doesn't sound so good, but we're gonna continue on. As even right there, you can hear that it's kind of like a hiccup in the audio. All right, so we got that now, right? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these in pieces, right? All right, so I have these duplicated on different pads. See, it's the same thing. Now let's chop this up. I don't like the way that sounds, but I think I'm gonna do something different. All right, so I have the chops, right? So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to put this all in one shot. And also change the polyphony to 1. All right, and then we're going to put all of this in a choke group. So now we have this. Cool, so now we have those chops, right? So now I wanna go ahead and see if I can come up with a pattern, all right? And then we'll add some drums. All right, so this sample here, This one started like that, but I changed it because remember it had that little hiccup in the beginning. So this is what we're gonna do, right? Let's see if we can knock out these 16 bars real quick. Cool, so let's quantize that. All right, so we got that in there. Let's go ahead and see if we can do some drums to that and see if we can get some rhythm going. All right, so I went ahead and loaded some drums. So I have that hi-hat there. I don't know if I'm gonna use that kick. And I have 2 snares that are stacked. And of course a drum roll. All right, let's record this in. Now we have that, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna double that to 16 because we're gonna change something at the end at that sample that goes tin-in, 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 tin-in. We're gonna change something, right? So let me go ahead and double that. We're gonna delete a few notes at the end and then we're gonna do something at the end. I went ahead and doubled the pattern and we deleted the very last section. So now we're gonna record that in. All right, let's hear how that sounds, right? All right, let's go ahead and do like a hi-hat roll at 1/16 triplets at the very end. So we're gonna do the same thing. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna neaten that up, and then that last 16 triplet hi-hat roll, we're gonna do a fade on the velocity on that. So you'll see what I mean. All right, so I went ahead and cleaned it up and I did that slope that I was telling you about. So this is how it sounds. So now that we have that, let's see if we can add a bass line to this. All right, so I went ahead and loaded a bass from Massive. Let's see what we can do. All right, so with that bass, I got to do a little bit of neatening up, and then we'll go ahead and build the intro sequence, all right? All right, so I went ahead and neatened it up, and this is what it sounds like. All right, so now we're gonna do a 4-bar intro just using these chops, and then we're gonna add the drum roll and then the nori drop, and then we're gonna chain it all together. All right, so now that we got the intro done, let's go ahead and chain everything together in song mode and go from there. Okay, so I went ahead and chained everything in song mode. We got the intro, which is 4 bars, and then we have basically the other section, which is 16. So because I didn't create a hook section, this is one of those beats where I'm just gonna mute and bring in the drums, the bass, in and out and stuff like that and build it up that way. So this is how it sounds.
Hey yo, KNS, drop it on them. Drop it on them.
So that's a little quickie for this week, you know what I mean? Let me know what you think in the comments. You know, the beat came out cool. I think there's more I can do to it. But like I said, let me know in the comments what you think. Also, give me a thumbs up or thumbs down, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. So every time I put a new video up, you'll be the first to know. Make sure that you check out the website, djkns.com, and check me back next week for another beat video. KNS out.
Hey yo, KNS, drop it on them.